It's your boy, Mr. Smooth again, back to break down the second half of the East Bay Rising All-Star basketball game. So I'm going to go ahead and start the video. Now, when this three-point shot is attempted, it's important that the trail sprints down the court. It gets the angle somewhere in here to see if the shooter is on the line and if there's any illegal contact by this defender. Right now, it's pretty obvious, but we always want to show hustle because we never know when it's going to be close or not. So we want to be in the prominent angle at all times to referee these plays. So I'm going to go ahead and roll the video. So when the three-point shot is attempted, again, the trail official has their momentum going towards the basket during the rebounding action. This will ensure the trail stays engaged when the play, especially if there's an offensive rebound like here. As the ball was stolen, the trail took themselves out of the play by bailing out too quickly. So now we have the steal. And if our trail would have fought back to get in the play, maybe somewhere in this area, they would have been engaged. They would have saw all of the rebounding action happening here. And as the rebound is secured by their team, then we go out to transition. So at this point, when this, I'm going to rewind it just a little bit more. A little bit more. I'm going to slow-mo it as well. So as we have this drive and kick to the corner, our trail should have stepped down to about this area, and as the ball is kicked, then they would have been able to work off ball from this position. So as the ball is shot, then they've been adjusting. They will have the perfect rebounding positioning to see everything. So I'm going to go ahead and take the slow-mo off. Great hustle by the lead to get in position. Good job by the trail of getting stepping down to see the 3-point shot in the corner, even though it was pretty much uncontested. Now here, when we have a throw-in, it's important that our lead official stays behind the end line. Reason being, as the ball moves up, we could allow a cushion since we're not pressing. And when the ball is here, then we could actually sprint and move with a purpose to stay even with the ball. So it's just something that to make your hustle stand out. If you give yourself that distance from the ball handler from you are, and you could run and catch up to the ball handler, it will show better that you're moving with a purpose. So just a small little pointer, small little tip you could use to add to your game. Oh, we got a walker here. I'm gonna bring that back just a little bit. Just a little bit. We're gonna focus on the lead official. We want to sprint to our area. We don't want to walk in the court. Now, as we go in transition, we got our leaders walking here. Let me go ahead and stop it and rewind. Yeah, so if we focus in on our lead official here, we can see that we're walking. If we would just hustle to our spot and then turn to accept the play, again, we always want to show effort and hustle when we referee. I'm going to go ahead and rewind this play just a little bit. I also want to slow-mo it as well. Now, when that defender had touched the potential offensive player here who's about to shoot a layup, again, it's important to have a patient whistle. So I'm going to go ahead and give kudos to the referee for having a patient whistle, not calling a ticky-tack foul. You want to see the whole play and determine if the push or the contact throws off the rhythm, speed, balance, and quickness of the player shooting the layup. So you can see the whole play. As you can see, it didn't throw off his RSBQ, so we have no foul. Way to be patient with the whistle. So I'm going to stop it here, because now at this point our trail should have maybe, when it's past that cane, had backed out and in, because at this point, if I draw a box to connect here to our lead official, we have these players outside of our box, and we got a defender working outside of our box. So as a trail official, you want to be outside looking in and have all the players boxed in. Then as we have a drive to the basket, our trail official should be stepping down to get the look here. Then as the shot goes up, potential any rebounding action that may occur. So we always want to stay engaged with the play. We did a good job by the lead to trail the play. You see the action at the rim, but then get back to the lead spot. And then Tommy called the foul call. So with this pass to the corner, it's important that our trail official picks up a pivot foot, whatever that pivot foot may be. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in slow motion. We can see if we have a travel or not. So at this point, the left foot is the pivot foot. So in order for that to be a travel, a dribble must happen, then that pivot foot must come to the ground. So we have a lift. So it's kind of close, but just something you want to add to the game. You want to make sure you're constantly picking up the pivot foot because it's like I say, we want to be on top of travel calls. On the way to be on top of travel calls is if we referee from the floor up. So remember, pivot foot, referee the defense. Pivot foot, then referee the defense. So in this drive to the basket, we just had two hands by the defender. So whenever we have two hands by the defender, I'll back it up. Right there, we have an automatic foul. So I put it in slow motion so we can see it all the way through. So he clearly has two hands. So that may be a good thing for the trail to put a foul on, or maybe the lead, depending on whoever has the best look. Our trail official might be blocked off by this player. So they could have stayed up here and got the look as well, but you just gotta do a better job anticipating the players are and where your potential window to get an opportunity to get the best look is going to be. We got another walker from the lead official, so remember sprint to the spot to the end line to get there and accept the play as it comes towards you. Good job by the lead official to pinch the paint and give a look at any potential illegal contact. So as this 3-point shot is took, it's important that I trail somewhere in this area here, looking through at the defender for potential legal contact, and if we have a foot on the line. Right now it's an obvious 3-point shot, but We always want to be in the best angle to see that action. So as the ball leaves the trail's primary and enters the lead's primary, because remember, our lead official has the everything free throw line extended. So when this happens, our lead will then drop down to this area and then work off ball and get everything in the paint. And you can see our lead has our eyes on the ball, and our trail official has our eyes on the ball. So we have nobody working off ball at this moment. So another thing to lead you want to get a habit of is letting your shoulders be your eyes. So basically whatever you square your shoulders with, is what you're going to be. It's going to tell everybody, including your partners, what you're looking at. So as the ball drops down, you can see the trail's head, it pivots with the ball as it goes to the basket. When we want to use our shoulders to point at what we're looking at. So then the ball comes back to the trail, and the trail will be on ball. So as this 3-point attempt is shot, our trail official is again straight line with the shooter and the defender. So in the perfect world, we want to flatten out, get the angle where we can see the shooter in relevance to the 3-point line and the illegal contact. Again, I'm driving this point home to make it a point. Flatten out to get the best angle. Don't be straight line. Don't let your feet be stuck in cement. Now, when we have our backcourt violation, the violation happens somewhere in this area. So as you can see, it's close. It's close to our to the gray zone. If we want to have the throw in either here or on the sideline, so I'm gonna go ahead and clear it. Our throw in should either be, depending on where the calling official wants the ball, here or there. Let's see where we have the throw in at. So we have the throw in at half court as opposed to where it's at. So again, it's important that we have attention to details. That's why we're tailor-made officials, and of course you guys want to be better at your craft. So I just want you to have a bit more attention to details where you have your throw-ins at. I'm gonna let the game continue. So at this point, I will note the score. It appears the score is 94-76. It appears that the game is decided. It's over. But as we know, this was a fishing game. It was a serious comeback. But I want to see if the referees maintain focus throughout the game. See if they kept their effort level up, their hustle level up, and their level of engagement up as well. Good job by the club to maintain the angle and walk the play down to the paint. I'm going to go ahead and back that up and play it in slow motion. As it seems like the players wanted a backcourt or whatever. We'll be able to see if we got the player right or wrong. Slow mo. Let it roll. So it looks like we have a potential push, or maybe the gray shirt did touch the ball last, or maybe black touched the ball last, but it's an interesting play to look at. So if you officiate this game, just look at this play over and over to see if you got the play right. I won't stay on it for too long. So I think I'm gonna close this part of the second half out, as I don't have another note to the 4:46 mark, and then two more notes at the 38-second, 27-second mark. So I'm gonna do another video on that, so this one doesn't run too long for you guys. Again, it's your boy Mr. Smooth. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, share, comment. If you have something that the officials could improve on, put it in the comments. Maybe they'll read it, maybe they won't. If you ref this game, if you have a question, put it in the comment. I'll always get the comment notification, so it'll just be one thing to make this a bit more interactive. Other than that, again, Mr. Smooth signing out. Good work, good job. Remember, Dexter, flat down as a trail, hustle. Other than that, good calls, good patient whistle. Tanisa, same thing. A little bit more effort for the second half, but the hustle was good. But I'll do another video in regards to the hustle and effort. Other than that, good job. Way to represent TMOBA. Again, Mr. Smooth signing out. Peace.